Welcome back to Let's Play Diablo 3. We are making our way through this field, and looks like we found a checkpoint. This must be a good sign, Retrobred.
Patience. Yeah, I'm not leading you astray.
Now,
I know what I'm doing.
Trying to remember what we are supposed to be doing right now. Do you remember, or should we pause it and look at the current, of course, the current quest?
I know what we're doing. We are going to LEORIC'S courtyard for his summer house.
His summer house, eh?
Even though we already killed him.
Is that in Martha's Vineyard? Or?
Similar, yeah. Actually, it looks about the same. It's beautiful. Beautiful area, beautiful grounds. We're going to go hug this wall right here to the left.
Interesting. Hunting grounds. Now I've switched my special move, and it seems to be going through the mana quite rapidly. I might want to switch that back at some point. It's this spin maneuver, kind of reminiscent of the Leonardo special attack.
The spin kick?
Yeah. It's powerful, but
I think
runs out quickly.
Yeah, I think a treasure goblin. We let him get away.
Oh, you saw a treasure goblin?
I didn't see one. I saw his trail of gold.
Alright, where the hell am I? Alright, I'm over here in the corner. How's the old witch doctor doing there, Mike?
Pretty good, pretty good. My A's changed now. I've got this odd attack where I'm shooting out these green toads, I guess.
Bright green.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the effect of the attack yet, but I'm
right
sure
here,
that will
gentlemen.
change.
Perhaps if we pick up the toads and lick them, it will put us in a new altered state.
Maybe, but that reminds me, the toad reminds me of Mega Man 4.
Toadman. Now, the question is Toadman the easiest of all Mega Man bosses?
I don't know, I kind of thought Mega Man 4 was a little bit tough.
But Toadman himself? Who is more difficult, Toadman or Flashman?
Definitely Toadman.
Alright. Let me go ahead and pause it real quick, guys. I'm just going to switch this back up. I like this. In fact, I just unlocked this bell maneuver. I've never used it before.
It's a good one, man.
I've heard some hype surrounding it. I guess we'll find out.
Leveled up, but
not the best right away?
Yeah, it's a little odd. You drop a bell on them. I don't know.
Well, that would suck in real life. Someone dropped a bell on you and, of course, hit it like a gong.
Not yet.
That would be pretty devastating. Man, you weren't kidding, Retrobred. This is really a beautiful area of the game.
Very detailed.
The detail is amazing.
Let's go and find LEORIC'S shin or something. I think there's something over here to the right.
We've already killed King Leoric, who, of course, is the Skeleton King. So it's interesting.
Follow me in here.
You've went a side route. They need a
There's
new
nothing
carpet.
in here. Damn it.
This is the dining room.
There's usually something in that fire grate thing right there.
Ah.
We've yet to come across any bathrooms here in Diablo 3. In fact, it's interesting. Some of these buildings, it's almost like they have no rhyme or reason for their structures. It's just huge room after huge room.
Tell me she's
Well,
the
there's
child of
plenty
the
of
witch
outside area.
who is hiding
So
in the
maybe
deserts
they
of
just do it
Chaldean.
outside.
Bring this news to the master
Not like
at
me.
once.
I go
Papa
pee
squat.
outside.
But do you drop a deuce outside?
Over the manor we now call
No.
home. Young
I've seen
Alfred
people
seems
do
to
it.
be enjoying himself in our new
And then
home, however.
wipe their asses
Perhaps I am
with,
simply suffering
hiding.
from an
Pine cone?
imbalance
Oh,
of humors.
with hiding.
By the
That's
recent
worse.
change of
Alright, opening up a huge ominous door. Looks like there's a satanic ritual going on in here. As usual, keep coming across these satanic rituals.
Delay him. Why
And
not
look at these
prepare his
windows. That's really
demise
cool.
in the depths
Stained
below?
glass. And here we have Maghda. We must kill the cultists. Good thing this game doesn't have friendly fire, because with 4 players, that could get dangerous really quickly.
Not ready yet. You dog. Let's talk to this wounded man.
horrible things to us.
Oof.
Did you see
Poor
the man in
guys.
rags? Yes, the man with the golden
I
eyes.
don't know, that wounded
I
man
saw
kind of
Maghda
reminds me
take him
of...
into Leoric's old
Remember
torture
Diablo 1,
chambers.
the first guy you meet before
You
you
have
go
done
down
your duty,
into the
friend.
cathedral?
Yeah.
I will
Help!
deal with Maghda.
Or whatever. he said.
Yeah, the wounded man in front of the the cathedral.
So guys, apparently we are heading down to the torture chambers
Oh.
here
Oh,
in
yeah.
Leoric's residence.
That's pretty cool there. If you look in the distance, you can actually see where is that the church where the asteroid landed?
Oh, kind
Could
of looks
be.
like
It's
it.
got a giant blue glow to it.
No, but
Perhaps.
this
Interesting.
also kind of reminds me of Rivendell.
Yeah, I could see that.
Not this place, but...
So here we go. We've entered a massive dungeon, and this is pretty crazy stuff. It'll eventually lead to the final boss here in
Not yet.
Act 1. And he's one hell of a boss. Definitely a big guy, as you guys can imagine. But it's going to take a lot of work to battle through this dungeon and eventually make it to the torture chambers.
Every boss in here is larger than life. Larger than they should be. I've said it numerous times. It's like if this was real life, it doesn't matter how much armor you're wearing, you're gonna get fucked.
I'd have to disagree with you guys, kindly of course, because when I first played this on PC, I felt
convinced
like
that
the
some
boss
malevolent
designs
being
were
is attempting to
underwhelming.
wrest
I was
control of my
like, these
thoughts
guys
away
need to be
from me.
bigger in proportion to the
Voices
player
direct
and
me
the
to
screen and the
horrendous acts.
environment.
And there are
Uh,
times
the-
when I seem
you know,
unable to
a
control my
boss
body.
we'll see pretty soon here in
Lazarus
the next
knows.
act. I did
This is certain.
thought I think was
He
very
looks at
cool,
me
but
strangely
for the
when he
most
thinks
part,
me
the
otherwise
bosses could have
disposed.
been, I don't know, more imposing, I guess. Maybe I've been playing a game called Dark Souls, and I feel like that game has some of the best boss designs I've ever seen in an RPG type game.
Not ready
Much
yet.
better than Skyrim. They're just so massive. You feel like, how do I approach this? There's no chance to beat them. But of course, we're playing a new version here. I'm used to the PC version, as is Brett. So playing the Xbox One
Patience.
version, maybe it's a little different. We'll find out.
And I think I know exactly who you're talking about. In
Yes.
which case, that boss is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this first major boss we're coming
Not yet.
to, I thought they did a pretty decent job with as far as the actual battle arena. The boss
Oh,
itself
I got a
is very
legendary
large.
mace.
Very nice.
Legendary mace.
Very nice.
Ooh, excelente.
Think I should check it out?
Yeah, go for it. Let's see what you got. So, in fact, I think we really haven't shown off a true legendary
Patience.
item yet. The select button there, old retro. Is it a legendary mace? I think it's just a regular mace.
No, I got a legendary mace.
It's just magic, bro.
Someone did. Might not be me, but someone has a legendary mace.
All right, well, we'll pause it here and we'll check off screen here. Here it is. It looks like I have picked up the legendary weapon. This is always exciting. It's a big question mark over it. You press the X button to identify it and figure out all the magical abilities that you will get. Definitely something you want to equip. You pretty much
Nice.
want to go with legendaries as much as possible. Just to look at it, I like the 10 life per hit. That's always good. 10 experience per kill is good. 32% chance to chain lightning enemies when you hit them. That's very good. And it's also a one-handed weapon, which means I can still use one of these...
Fist weapons.
yeah, the knuckles here, brass knuckles or something.
Or a shield.
I'm going to go with the rare brass knuckles, but
Not ready
always
yet.
good to go with legendary, as seems to be one of the goals of the game, is to kind of get your character to have all legendary armor, weaponry, everything. That's going to make them top notch.
Now, Brett, do you feel like having a shield is better than using a second weapon?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because if you have a shield equipped, you can, let's go this way.
Okay.
You can, your character will incorporate the properties of the shield. Whereas if you're using two weapons, it's really kind of pointless. You don't have the added defense,
Right.
and you don't really get that much greater damage.
So it's kind of an automated blocking system.
Yeah.
There's no button that you necessarily have to hit to,
No.
like in most games. Maybe they ran out of buttons to assign here on the Xbox One controller, but you know, it obviously makes it easier to play through, not having to worry about hitting a block button when a guy's right on you.
I do like one thing that I guess they added for the consoles is I like the dodge maneuver.
Oh, yeah.
That's been pretty
Yeah,
helpful
pretty
for me,
awesome.
and it is pretty quick. You know, it's really not good for like walking around, but when you need to dodge in a pinch, especially against bosses, really comes in handy.
Yeah, going back to again, a game I'm playing right now, Dark Souls. It's so hard. There's only one difficulty. It's almost like an expert level game. But this move, I'll tell you what, you need to use this a million times. This saves your life. This is the only way to defeat a lot of the bosses.
The dodge maneuver.
The dodge maneuver. I'm surprised more games don't have that. You know.
It's the Hondo roll. Is the
Mike, if you want to come this way.
Stop your voodoo.
Actually, what I was asking there, RJ, is there any way you could give me the mace, or does it not work like that? Can you not drop items?
You can.
Absolutely, I
drop
can
items.
give you. I don't know how that would benefit me, as I probably want to keep the legendary weapon for myself.
Well, the
nice
mace
try.
is
Come on,
the
man.
weapon
Spread
for
the
the
love.
Crusader. So
I'm sure you'll come across something. You got a ball and chain there.
Now, RJ, learn to share.
sharing is caring.
But I feel like, at the same time, that's a great weapon for your guy, RJ.
Yeah.
I feel like they drop so many magic items. Like, every drop is everything, every little treasure chest, every broken whatever, it's going to drop something magical. So, Brett, you're bound to find something good here soon.
Yeah, you'll get something. I do have some weapons stashed away for all to use, but unfortunately we're not powerful enough. But at a certain point, I do have a collection that I'll be able to share.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden we'll have some pretty good stuff to use.
Yeah, we'll be tearing it up.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool because, like I said, I think it'll be cool for us to get pretty much legendary
Oh, I just
weapons
did
all
it.
the way around.
Just there, right there, people.
Yeah, that was
Notice
awesome.
what I did. I kind of like sprinted to the enemy.
It was also cool how they kind of combusted when they died.
More trippiness going on below Justin's HUD up there. But
Actually, you'd be surprised. Those little chopper things
Yeah.
don't do a whole lot of damage at all.
really,
They just knock you back.
Yeah.
Here, I'll get hit by one.
dead. No, he survived. Ooh, we have a fireplace over here. Really good detailing once again. I know we keep saying that, but the game certainly deserves applause for the detailing itself. And gotta love this environment here. This is really cool. The one thing I really wish is I wish they could have some different angles, like maybe even switch up the angles during live playthrough. Like you go to different part of the castle and all of a sudden it's a top down for a random
Kinda
section.
Like Contra there.
Yeah, exactly. I think they could have pulled it off. I mean, I understand where they're coming from. They want to keep it consistent, and they do a great job doing that. But just an idea. I think some different angle changes, maybe to kind of set up a mood of somebody coming, something like that. I think that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I think if they expanded that option, at least for the single player mode, like maybe even give you, I know it's
We have just
asking a
arrived in
lot from
Crystal. My
Blizzard, but
counsel
giving a
begs me
first
to
person view,
reconsider.
going
I
through
will
these dungeons,
continue
wouldn't
with
that
the
be awesome?
execution
Like an
of
Oculus
those I
Rift
find
type deal.
guilty of plotting against the kingdom.
Which I've seen them
Perhaps
redo
they
old
fear
games
my
with.
eye will fall
Maybe they
on
could
them
redo an old
and
Diablo with
discover
that.
their
you know?
heinous,
It just feels
treasonous
awesome. Going
plans
through
as
the
well.
walls, seeing how big
Lazarus
the
is
bad
the only
guys
one
are
I
in
can
front
still
of you
trust.
face to face. It would just add another dimension to playing the game.
No doubt. It would probably be kind of difficult to pull off with 4 players.
Oh, absolutely.
you
It would
know.
have to be a single player.
Single player
as I said,
exclusive,
yeah,
maybe.
For sure.
I think there's no reason why they can't do it for single player.
Yeah.
Even some sort of a first person mode would really change up some stuff. That's for sure.
Right.
The Halls of Agony level 2. As we get closer and closer to the torture chambers
I smell some meat.
and smell death.
I smell burning flesh.
All of the above. Let's go ahead and kill more enemies here. Looks like we're doing pretty good. I am still level 16. You guys have made it to level 17.
Let's,
Mike, of course.
Go over this way there, Joe.
Mike started off, he has a witch doctor who's looking pretty sick, I must
Wow,
say.
you're low.
Yeah, looking real cool.
I know you're low.
Yeah, I like them a lot. At level almost 13 here.
Yeah, just about there.
I think before we
Not
finish
ready
with these
yet.
enemies, you're gonna be level 13.
Yeah, he'll be there anytime now. What do you think about this dungeon, Retro Bread? I really liked it as a newbie to the game. I was afraid that they were gonna go with the whole Tristram kind of look through the whole first act, and all of a sudden we're in this this area that
not.
It looks a lot different than the cathedral, which was the other dungeon we've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm very glad they expounded on King Leoric's madness, or his storyline there.
Yeah. It always felt brief in the other games, and in fact it felt brief a lot because there were so many guys to take on over the course of the game. Sometimes you felt like they didn't give you enough backstory behind some of these bad guys, and maybe they lack, again on Diablo 3 they lack that, but not as much as the
It's
other
on the waypoint, but
No, that's
helpful.
Definitely helpful. I do like how they have optional backstory for some of the enemies. I agree, certainly not enough. I'm sure they'll probably be coming out with perhaps what about like a Diablo comic book? I figured they could do something like
or
that.
a novel, a series. You know, there's always like the fan fiction type writings out there. I remember there's the Star Wars catalog has a ton of it. Not fan fiction, but like books that came out after the original trilogy.
Legit books too.
Legit books. Yeah, I've read quite a few of them, and they're just so
Not
good.
yet.
And you feel like the maybe not Blizzard, but maybe some publishing people could really tackle that, and there's definitely a fan base for it.
Oh
you
yeah.
have an arrow.
So many. I love how this game has so many characters that have remained through the series.
Yeah.
Maybe not in all of the games, but multiple games. Really have a lot to work with. And look at all of the special upgrades we have.
Nice.
That's good. Definitely helps
Oh, there's
out.
your torture rack.
Uh-oh.
Talking Lex Luger torture rack, or
Needs more time.
Oh, the weapons rack, because
Yes.
we know how RJ likes his weapons rack. I just like racks in general.
so Disentombed Hulk. These guys are obviously magical enemies. Kind of tough here.
Watch out,
I
Demon
definitely
Hunter.
need my space.
ready.
Yeah, I'm getting a little too. I'm getting really close to these guys. I feel like my A attack right now is kind of a triple shot. It doesn't have a lot of range to it.
It
so
doesn't. I feel like it is good, but it doesn't have that good of range.
It puts your guys' health in jeopardy very quickly. So you got to be smart with it, and obviously use the technique that we were just mentioning, parry.
And almost dead. There's one gone. Myself and Justin teamed up to gangbang them, so to speak. There's still two more.
Dude,
And
they're crushing the shit
I was
out
gonna
of me.
say the Crusader
man.
is the cream center to their Oreo right now.
And we're still alive.
Mike is launching the psychedelic toads towards the enemies. Seems to
So
be
I
somewhat
was
productive.
I was distracting them while you were pounding them from afar.
Yes.
Yes, we were letting them.
Are we
beat
gonna
you
do
up.
that little side quest down there, gentlemen? Or no? Yeah, let's do it.
Hell, why not?
What do we have here? What are we getting ourselves into here, Retro Brett?
We have to go down into the pit.
Oh man, I think I skipped this by accident in my playthrough. This is cool. I didn't see this pit. This is pretty cool.
Well, I'm pretty sure in the playthrough you
boy.
and I did, we went on this quest.
Oh really?
Yep.
I have like 4 playthroughs of this game now, so there's so much to do in this game, especially optional. It all does seem to fade together.
Not yet.
Uh-oh. What the hell's going on? Is that an ice trap? Ooh, weapons rack. Of course, we were talking off screen that these weapons racks are funny how they pretty much just give you crap. You'll never find a good legendary weapon just chilling on a weapons rack.
The jailers.
Well, that was fun.
Burned
Very
room.
brief. We're in the pit here, and I'm still waiting to see a sighting of Reptile or some other Mortal Kombat enemies. But
Hey, let's talk to this
oh,
guy.
wrong pit. Sorry, guys.
I heard rumors of
Who are you
vast
talking
treasure
to?
be
Is it this
found
guy up
in
here?
Murhan.
Fool that I am, I believe them.
What have
Don't
you
know why I
to
put
say,
money aside in
Moorhan?
Iron Maiden. All I could think of while I was trapped in that horrible darkness was that no one would ever know what had happened to me.
Ah, some really sad stories in this game, I hate to say.
Yes.
But it definitely gives you a better idea of the despair and
The sorrow.
the sorrow and stuff.
Witch Doctor, what are you doing?
Come around.
Casting your
This
spells.
the stairs.
Climb
there.
up the bloody stairs. Don't slip. Blood can be slippery.
There's no insurance in Diablo. Don't fall.
Highlands
Don't
Passage.
break your hip.
So now we have some really epic weather effects.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Needs more time.
Pretty cool bridge here. Gotta love it.
Unfortunately, we cannot fall off and die.
Yeah, why not? You know,
Why not? Exactly. Good
I
question.
just
man.
want to end it all, man. Why am I What are we fighting for? Really?
In the end, we're all gonna go party with Diablo, you know, in hell. So,
Need more time.
Or will it be in hell?
or will we be with certain
Well-
people in heaven?
Well, let's just hold it right here. Well, you can kick bad guys' asses, but this bridge right here reminds me a lot of the well, not the very last scene, but one of the very last scenes in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which would be the eighth movie. Yeah. Because they're on a bridge just like that.
Right. Now, is that the penultimate movie of the whatever you would call it, 8-movie series, or is there more after that?
Oh, that's the last one.
That's the last one. Hey, I'm a complete Harry Potter noob. I never got into it.
Needs more
I
time.
guess I was just beyond the age of wanting to read those books at the time. But
I am far too into
Harry Potter is
For
a
a
pretty
grown
far-reaching age group.
yeah, everyone
Yeah.
says that. But you know, everyone's got their particular tastes, and I think mine were more geared towards a
I am
Diablo
Scylla,
type environment
once
rather
queen
than
to our beloved
Harry
Leoric.
Potter. But then again, I have know
My
nothing
servants
about
now
it, so
consumed
maybe I'll
by his
experience it
madness.
sometime soon.
Well, I'm
Now
way
I
too
give
into
you
Harry
my
Potter to
blessing,
be a
champion,
30-year-old
to release my
30-year-old
people
man.
from their eternal torment.
Scylla. Interesting.
And that's kind of the cool thing
There's
about
one
Harry
here.
Potter and other series. I've talked to guys that are 50 that love the books, mainly because they have kids as well. But you know, it's just something that is far-reaching into many age groups. And unfortunately, Diablo might not be as far-reaching, but I'm sure we'll be tackling some other games that will be.
No
Well, I
doubt
think
about it.
Diablo's pretty tame. I mean, compared to some.
True, but I remember when I was, you know, a young lad, and I bought Diablo 1, or somehow got my hands on it, and you know, I don't think I had much approval in my household just because it's called Diablo. No,
Haha,
you know.
fuck y'all guys. I got a legendary sword.
Oh, there you go.
All right, last time you said that, it was actually me who got it.
Funny thing
and
is,
then you
my
tried to
guy
ask.
actually got that, Brett. So if you want to pay up, I would gladly like to lend you that for a little bit, a little rental
No,
action.
I'm pretty sure I got the sword there.
Press select.
I'll see that.
You are incorrect, sir.
9.
You might want to give up while you're well behind.
All right,
Let's go
and
ahead.
back to the
Oh.
action.
Oh, let's go with that.
Back to the action.
Ooh, switching it up
How-
with the
how
Iron
could you?
Entity over Leoric's crown. You were wearing Leoric's crown like a boss.
Yeah.
Not ready.
Damn Skeleton King. You can take his crown. That's pretty damn sweet.
Yeah, but armor 68 as opposed to 22. You gotta. Speaking of armor,
Pretty big, significant boost there.
Yeah.
well, it is a good big boost. Hey, Witch Doctor follows. I feel that armor is not very important in this game, as opposed to Diablo 1 and 2.
Why is that?
Well, because you have you heal yourself very, very effectively in this one.
Yeah, and the health globes that drop a
Yeah,
lot,
so-
it seems.
And Justin and RJ touched on this. It's just so easy. Like the normal difficulty is so easy, but obviously, if you go to the harder difficulty levels, it's really fucking hard.
Yeah, and that's where I think the defense will help you. You know, Diablo 2 defense was key if you wanted to be able to solo through hell and be able to, you know, if you're doing bail runs online with people, your defense is key. Otherwise, you would just get obliterated. But yeah, I feel you there. There is less emphasis on defense. It's more about the attributes that do come with the items.
Now, guys, this part of the dungeon, we have to save 6 of the prisoners around here, and pretty much after we do that, we'll be getting close to the torture chamber. So we'll leave off for now. We'll leave that for the next episode. We'll finish off getting the rest of these prisoners, and like I said, we'll make it into the torture chambers where Maghda awaits. Will we face off with Maghda herself, or does she have something else planned? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Diablo 3. For us here at Trippy Commentaries, of course, I'm RJ with Justin, Mike, and Retro Brett. Peace out. See you guys in the next installment.